Hello everyone! Today I'm showing you all the lyre harps that I have. As of now, I have a total of 7. And today I'll share my thoughts on each one, including what I love and what I don't love so much. And I'll share things that I haven't seen anyone talk about. Plus, at the end of the video, I'll play them back to back so you can hear how they compare in sound quality. So if you're thinking about getting a lyre harp, or if you're curious about my collection, then this is the video for you. Let's start with an overview of these lyre harps, and these are all models that I've personally used. These 4 in the back row, and this one, are budget lyre harps. They are budget because they were mass-produced in factories. These 3 16-string lyre harps are from Aklot. They cost about $60 to $80 each. This is a solid body, while these 2 are hollow. As you can see, they have a sound box. And this lyre is from Cega. It has 21 strings and the only plastic lyre that I have. It cost about $100 at the time, but I think they have increased the price since then. And this little 7-string is from Donna. It cost around $60. So Aklot, Cega, and Donna are common brands from China and exported internationally. And then we have the pricier models, this one and this one. Instead of produced by machines and workers in a factory, these lyres were handmade by luthiers. A luthier is a craftsperson that makes stringed instruments. This 7-string lyre is a European build. It's from Nisoria in Romania, using materials from Europe. It has an original price of about $230. And the 16-string lyre is from Brandon John Luthiery in the US, using materials in the US. It was about $430. I caught both on sale and I saved about $60 each. And out of all my lyres, these 2 are pentatonic lyre harps. They play different types of music compared to the others. Both of these pentatonic lyres have 7 strings. I'll talk more about the pentatonic scale later. Let's dive into the pros and cons of each one. First off, the budget 16-string lyres. This, and this. If you followed my channel, you know that I play these 3 lyres a lot. I play them regularly for over 3 years now, and this one close to 4 years. When they were new, I made a video comparing them in detail, but today I want to give you an update of my perspective after a few years of playing them. They are fantastic for starting out because of the price. 16 strings is a good range to play a lot of songs, also 19 strings, but I don't have a 19 string here. And if you take care of these instruments, they can last a long time. I've got a lot of use out of them, they sound decent, I've enjoyed playing them, I love them. My favorite of the 3 is this lyre, because it has a sweet tone that the others don't have. This is the most robust of the 3 as well. I've used it the most number of times. Solid body lyres sound different from hollow body lyres, which you'll hear at the end of the video. And you can see this lyre and this lyre, they share a similar shape. And they are both easy to play with generous space in between the strings. Now, this one, with the deer antler design, has a beautiful sound. But then it also has some quirks. Firstly, the strings are very close together, and I make more mistakes playing on this lyre than the other lyres. So more precision and practice is required to play this one. But then the biggest flaw of this lyre is the poor quality of the materials. Some strings have started to slice through the metal eyelets and cut into the wood. A few other eyelets are crumbling as well. This is the result of using soft wood and weak hardware. This means if I continue to tune these strings to tension, the damage will only increase. So sadly, these strings are no longer playable. But then this is not a complaint. I mean, I've used this lyre for many times. It has given me so much joy, but then it's time for it to retire. And because I cannot play this lyre for you in its full range in this video, I'll link in the description a video I made a few years ago where I compared these 3 lyres so that you could hear what they sounded like when they were new. Now this one is something special. It is the only plastic lyre that I have, and it's beautifully crystal clear. Look, it's see-through. It makes a great aesthetic, especially when played with backlights. But because of this transparency, you can hardly read the letter notes marked on the lyre. So I made a lot of mistakes playing on this lyre, but then there is a quick fix. It's that you can just fill them in with a pen. At first I was worried that this lyre may sound plasticky or fake, but it was not. To my surprise, the sound is quite magical. It has that music box quality, especially in the higher range. The resonance is really great as well, maybe because this is a 21-string lyre, so it has the widest sound box of all. Something I don't like about this lyre is that it slips. So because it's plastic, it provides no grip when my hands sweat. The bottom also tends to slide away from my lap, so at times playing this lyre feels like patting a cat on my lap that is trying to escape. This lyre is made of ABS plastic, the same type of plastic used to make Lego bricks. But I don't recall Lego bricks ever smelling like this lyre did. When I unboxed the lyre, it had quite an unpleasant smell, quite strong. It's almost gone now, but if you're sensitive to the smell of plastic, make sure to let the lyre air out for days before playing it. And another thing I like about this lyre is the case it came with. It looks like this. It provides a structure to protect the instruments, and it has a handle so you can carry it around. I use it to carry my other lyres when I take them out. I wish they sold these separately. I have two pentatonic lyres in my collection, this one and this one. Both of these pentatonic lyres have 7 strings, but pentatonic lyres can actually have more strings or fewer strings. When I say pentatonic, I mean they were designed to tune to the pentatonic scale. This is a scale that consists of 5 notes that sound pleasant no matter what you play. It makes life easy for me if I just want to relax after a day's work, just close my eyes, play anything, meditate, and just enjoy myself in the music. And this is how I use these pentatonic lyres. This one from Donna is super portable, it's lightweight, it is the smallest lyre of the bunch, but it's quite loud for its size. Now this lyre is designed to have 7 strings. Right now it has 6 strings because I broke one accidentally when I was too aggressive with the tuning. But even with 1 string short, I can still create beautiful music with this lyre with the remaining strings thanks to the pentatonic scale. This lyre comes with a handy crossbody gig bag, which is useful if I want to take it out, and an extra set of strings. I believe there are cheaper options out there without the accessories, making it really affordable, because I know some people who are interested in historical 7-string lyres. But these historical reconstructions can get really expensive, often over $1,000 or over several $1,000s. So some people opt for more budget-friendly options, such as this one, before they venture out to buying something more deluxe. My other pentatonic lyre is this one, a handmade instrument. But let me share a bit about handmade instruments first. People often say that they are of higher quality, but what exactly does it mean? Well, there are some important differences that I've only discovered recently after getting 2 handmade lyres of my own. First off, from a sample of 2 handmade lyres, they use hardwood, which is denser and more durable wood than the softwood used for budget lyres. I can actually feel in my hands that it's harder to make a dent on hardwood lyres than on softwood lyres. Also, look at the hardware. The hardware on one of these lyres is noticeably better. And even on the Nisoria, which does not have metal eyelets, the strings are designed to slant, which distributes the pressure more evenly. So the problem with the deer lyre is unlikely to occur with the handmade instruments. The handmade lyres were crafted with greater care in general. The tuning pins are straight and stable, they stay in tune very well. The strings are high quality and I can see and feel a difference. The strings are all set on the same level. I remember one of the budget lyres have uneven strings. Oh, this one. Oh, this one again. However, One drawback of handcrafted lyres is that they take time to make. You don't get same-day delivery. It depends on the luthier. It can take weeks or months to receive your lyre, so plan ahead if you want to get one. The Nisoria lyre. There are several things I love about it. With the budget lyres, none of them arrived tuned. The strings arrived very loose. I had to tune them to tension, repeats every day until they stay in tension. This process usually takes a week for me or more for some people, but for this magical Nisoria lyre, it arrived pretty much already in tune. I only had to adjust the tension for a bit, and I could start playing melodies in tune on the same day that it arrived. It gave me such a great head start on day one, which I didn't think was possible. Now, I've had this lyre for over 2 months, and it has stayed in tune well. The strings produce a bright sound with excellent sustain. I think it has to do with the luthier's choice of higher quality strings and wood. This lyre is comfortable to hold and easy to play. It has the most generous string spacing among all the lyres here. This is the only lyre in the group that has this fluid, aerodynamic look. Not that being aerodynamic is what an instrument should aim for, but it is a lot of work to make it look this beautiful. This purchase also came with an option to personalize. For the same price, I could choose to add laser engravings or not, and I chose to add this image on the arms, making it unique. Last but not least is this lyre from Brandon John Luthiery. After my wonderful experience with the Nisoria lyre, I kind of expected this one to arrive tuned as well. However, the strings arrived quite loose, and it took about 4 to 5 days of daily tuning for them to settle into tune, which was okay. I chose this lyre from all the options in his shop, partly because of its stunning colors. The finish on both the front and the back is beautifully done, and it brings me so much joy just to look at it. The wood is hardwood, but this instrument isn't heavy at all. In fact, among all the 16-string lyre options, the Brandon John lyre is the lightest of them all. The strings are thicker than those on budget lyres, and they feel great to play. They have incredible sound, especially the lower strings. They sound deep and rich. It's like some people sing from the throat and some people sing from the diaphragm. The sound of this lyre is like singing from the diaphragm. Best quality. Definitely the two handmade lyres have the best craftsmanship and materials. Among the budget options, I would say the Donna 7-string has pretty good quality. Easiest to play is the Nisoria. The strings are the most generously spaced, the arms are ergonomic. The others are quite easy to play too, perhaps not so this one, and not so much this one. The strings are also close, but not as close as this one, and then the letter notes are unreadable and that this lyre slips. The best tuning experience goes to Nisoria. I got it in tune on the first day. The others took a while. Within a week, they're okay. Best sound, well, they're all different. To me, sustain is important. It's how long a note rings out. The two handmade lyres have incredible sustain. Maybe it has to do with the wood or the strings or both. Along with this one, the sustain is also pretty good. This one also has the best resonance. Well, it has the largest number of strings, so the widest body and the largest sound box. So maybe it's unfair to compare like this because the string numbers are different. But one thing for sure is the sound from a plastic instrument is quite different from a wooden instrument. The plastic lyre, I would say it has a cooler tone that resembles a music box. You know, when the metal comb of a music box is being plucked, it has this type of sound on the higher strings. The wooden lyres have warmer tones, especially the Brandon John lyre has a rich, deep tone. If we compare models with the same number of strings, let's say these four 16-string lyres, then I would say I prefer the tones of the solid bodies more. The tones just resonate with me more than the hollow bodies, which this is only my personal preference. In terms of sound, this hollow body is my least favorite of them all. The reason is that it has the least sustain, and that the impact noise when I play a string sounds quite harsh on this one as compared to the rest of them.